under the project of the Government's Public Relations Department, Office of the Prime Minister, Thailand.
In 2022, Thailand will host the Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation Meeting or APEC meeting. APEC 2022 Thailand will provide a good opportunity for the country to show the potential and restore the confidence of the international community in the post-COVID-19 era.
The issues are to revive and reboot travel and tourism industry, supporting SMEs, digital technology, while focusing on sustainable and inclusive economic growth under biocircular green economy, which are the priority and will be raised into this meeting at APEC 2022 Thailand.
Tuning into 98 FM and listening to our special section on Relax Time radio program every evening from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. throughout August 2021.
Charming Chiang Mai is a project aimed to reopen Chiang Mai under the new strategy and uniqueness of tourism management according to Amazing Thailand Safety Health Administration Plus or SHA Plus, piloted with sealed routes in 4 districts of Chiang Mai.
เมืองเชียงใหม่ District แม่ริม District แม่แตง District ดอยเต่า District Sha Plus and SOP will bring back the charming city of Chiang Mai with the safest destination for all tourists. For more information and free registration, please visit worldwideweb.thailandsha.com. Welcome to Relax Time Radio, broadcast nightly from 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. on FM 98 MHz, Radio Thailand, Chiang Mai.
Hello, good evening everyone, and welcome to Relax Time Radio with a new segment, a new chapter of Thailand. Today is Monday, May 16, 2022. My name is Peter and I'll be your host for this special segment. And tonight we'll be talking about PR Thai government promoting Thailand's soft power to make it better known worldwide. And as seen on Facebook posts, the Ministry of Culture is striving to promote the 5 F's in Thai culture to become Thailand's major cultural export items. The 5 F's include food, films, fashion, fighting, Thai martial arts, and festival. Now, the Ministry of Culture and the Ministry of Commerce responded to the policy to promote Thailand's soft power from the Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha and has launched Thailand's 5 F's soft power, which aims to promote 5 major Thai cultures to international eyes: food, films, fashion, fighting, and festival. The soft power is indirect or spontaneous promotion of Thai culture by celebrities, sports people, and musicians to a broader international audience. PM Prayut praised the K-pop singer Lisa from Blackpink and Bam Bam from GOT7 for helping bring Thai culture to an international stage. He also praised that the Thai rapper Millie for boosting Thailand's soft power by introducing mango sticky rice to the world at the International Music Festival Coachella, despite issuing legal proceedings against her month earlier for her public criticism of the Thai government. Seems he forgot. The Thai PM says he wants to make the soft power and creative industry in Thailand known worldwide and urge both State Department and the private sector to highlight the country's soft power in the businesses. Yesterday, the government public relations introduced the 5 F's on the official Facebook page, titled Make It Better Known Worldwide. The picture included the post feature example of 5 major Thai cultures that the Ministry of Culture wanted to highlight. The first picture that represented the Thai food was a well-known Thai dish, spicy tom yam goong. The second picture was a film of a Thai historical drama named Buppe Saniwat or Love Destiny, available on Netflix. The third picture represented the Thai fashion was fabric with Thai style pattern. Then the martial arts Muay Thai or Thai boxing. And finally, the last one was the picture of Thai traditional Loi Krathong Day, which represented traditional Thai festivals. Except for some negative critiques of the mundane artwork, many Thai citizens shared and commented on the post saying it was a good start. Some even shared alternative soft power with transport, the Thai footpath, and technology, the muddled coils of electric wires. And this has been a very crucial time for Thailand to promote and stand on that center stage. And now let's take a look at how the Thai government is looking to expand its soft power through delicacies, fashion, films, and festival. And speaking at the handover ceremony of the Thailand Biennale Chiang Rai 2023 event, Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha said the cultural attributes will help generate more income for the nation. He noted that the government is now expanding the kingdom's 5F, high potential cultural products and services, to a broader audience. The 5F products comprise of Thai boxing, Thai textile and design in the fashion industry, Thai food and cuisine, Thai television series and film, and finally, Thai festivals. The government will also focus on contemporary Thai artwork. The masterpiece of Thai artists will be showcased at both local and international events. Additionally, the administration will help develop human art resources and promote Thai art and culture at tourist attractions. To further extend the nation's soft power and its creative economy, the government has designated the provinces of Chiang Rai, Nakhon Ratchasima, and Krabi as an art zone, hosting the Thailand Biennale International Art Festivals. The first Thailand Biennale event took place in Krabi in 2018, and the second Nakhon Ratchasima in 2021, and the next event will be held in Chiang Rai next year. We hope to see you there, of course. The government hopes to collaborate efforts, including from local and international communities, will yield a long-term success for the hosting of art festivals. Now, Thailand has known for its unique festival, namely Songkran 2022, which promote more cultural side during the new normal pandemic. And instead of splashing water everywhere, we look and honor the centuries-old origins and tradition of the Thai New Year at temples all around Thailand. There's also Songkran Music Heritage Festival, also Nam Tip Pi Mai Mueang Chiang Mai, which is an age-old ceremony of creating Nam Tip or lustral water. It was first reintroduced by Tourism Authority Thailand last year using water from the 3 sacred water sources, which were part of the 108 sacred water sources obtained for the coronation of King Rama X. And around Songkran, do not be surprised to see what appears to be large sandcastle in the grounds of temples. These are made as a way of replacing the earth taking away throughout the year on the shoes of people coming in to pray and to visit temples. And these jedi sai, as they are known, are often decorated with flags, colored pebbles, and money, and families or group of friends work together to build them. Thailand also show respect to the elders, which is a charming element of Songkran. Often overlooked by visitor is the traditional of paying respect to elders in the Thai family, usually done on the second day of Songkran. Muay Thai, or Thai kickboxing martial arts, is also popular, and not just popular among Thais, but also becomes famous overseas. Like for example, in the octagon ring is a choice for most boxers and fighters to use in terms of fighting form. And many foreign Muay Thai boxers travel to Thailand to hone their skills. Thai cuisine has been a big part of the Thai culture itself, and apart from mango sticky rice that went viral by Millie, many Thai dishes like Tom Yam Goong, Som Tam, and Pad Thai are already household name outside of Thailand. Again, most of my friends, they always say, I'd rather have Thai food in Thailand. Maybe it's just the weather or maybe it's just the culture, because it tastes 3 times better than you taste it in your country. And according to the Thai embassy in Washington, D.C., there are some 20,000 Thai restaurants outside Thailand, though more than half of them are actually in US and Canada. And in terms of tourism, Thailand is probably on everybody's bucket list. From 2016 to 2019, prior to the pandemic, Thailand welcomed more than 30 million visitors per year, though the number dropped drastically upon arrival of COVID-19 early in the year 2020. According to the Tourism and Sports Ministry, Thailand generated some 1.93 trillion baht from 39.79 million foreign arrivals in 2019 alone. All right, let's take a short break. And when we get back, we'll be talking about video games as well as the entertainment industry and how they are going into the route of developing soft power to the world. Don't go anywhere. My name is Peter, and you're listening to Relax Time Radio with a special 30-minute segment from 8:30 to 9 p.m. Stay tuned.
Under the project of the Government's Public Relations Department, Office of the Prime Minister, Thailand.
The tourist attractions in Thailand are very unique and so attractive. They are still waiting you to visit.
Are you ready to take the new normal trip around Thailand?
These are our recommendations. First, it is advisable that you should get vaccination against COVID-19.
Second, always check into Thai Chana wherever you go.
Third, wearing a proper face mask all the time.
Fourth, keeping at least 1 meter distance away from other people.
Fifth, washing your hands very often with soap or hand sanitizer gels.
6. Going cashless and make payment by using online payment.
Charming Chiang Mai is a project aimed to reopen Chiang Mai under the new strategy and uniqueness of tourism management according to Amazing Thailand Safety Health Administration Plus, or SHA Plus, piloted with sealed routes in 4 districts of Chiang Mai.
เมืองเชียงใหม่ District แม่ริม District แม่แตง District ดอยเต่า District Sha Plus and SOP will bring back the charming city of Chiang Mai with the safest destination for all tourists. For more information and free registration, please visit worldwideweb.thailandsha.com. Under the project of the Government's Public Relations Department, Office of the Prime Minister, Thailand.
In 2022, Thailand will host their Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation Meeting, or APEC meeting. APEC 2022 Thailand will provide a good opportunity for the country to show the potential and restore the confidence of the international community in the post-COVID-19 era.
The issues are to revive and reboot travel and tourism industry, supporting SMEs, digital technology, while focusing on sustainable and inclusive economic growth under biocircular green economy, which are the priority and will be raised into this meeting at APEC 2022 Thailand.
Tuning into 98 FM and listening to our special section on Relax Time radio program every evening from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. throughout August 2021.
You're listening to Relax Time Radio on FM 98 MHz. And now back to our program. Hi, and welcome back to Relax Time Radio with a special segment, a new chapter of Thailand from 8:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. My name is Peter, and we'll be continuing on with today's topic, how exercising Thailand's soft power with social media influence, which advise government on how a country can promote itself to the world in the digital age. And to reach out and communicate to people in the digital age, the government needs to present real and transparent content according to social media influencer, which we know we are in the digital world of social media. and the celebrities and influencer has been affecting our lives in complete different way, some good and some bad. But a recent seminar titled New Normal, New Culture, as in terms of culture in digital age, and the Minister of Foreign Affairs, MFA, invited social media influencer to talk about how to promote Thailand's contemporary and conventional cultures as a soft power to the world. Of course, we have to look at it in a different perspective when it comes to the digital world. And they include a few top influencers behind the I Roam Alone Facebook page and YouTube channel, which have followers ranging from 100 to 4.4 million followers. So when asked to discuss social media content trend and what people need, all pointed to authenticity and transparency. And content consumer wants real and authentic content. Actually, in this day and age, a lot of things, must be tried, and people will question its realness more. I think this is the part of social values, the rule of law and transparency. And this is apparently a common theme among all groups. The other points would depend on what they prioritize or care about. And we believe that Generation Y people, or the millennials, believe in investing in experiences, not just things, while those Generation Z, or the people in their 20s who grew up seeing many financial crises, think more about financial security and investments. They are also citizens of the world, not just a country, and care about wider social values such as the environment and human rights. However, people's preference, as seen in light of Clubhouse app arrival, can change quickly in just weeks. And since the outbreak of COVID-19, people have turned to more substantial content. Of course, we like to see this as a trend, and what is superficial will be disregarded. And adding the content provider must also be able to answer questions their audience asked. The social media influencer agreed on generation gap problems, which led to misunderstanding and conflicts in society. A lot of the influencer proposed a neutral agency, which would probably be a media-based one, while the power holders must be open-minded and listen to the views of the new generation. We also emphasize that decisions maker must hear, listen, and partake action to ensure generation gaps are bridged. Nevertheless, he noted that face-to-face communication is important to link people and prevent problems resulting from misinterpreting words. As the MFA spokesman said, the ministry, especially its information department, has been opening up to opinions and suggestions to promote Thailand's soft power and seeking ways to better communicate with Thais here and abroad, as well as other nationalities. And again, in this age, it would be good if it were straightforward about what really happens in the world right now. It's undeniable. And traveling around the world, they have said that people associate with Thailand besides food, and there is tourism. I mean, who doesn't like Thailand, right? Just the popularity isn't there. It's always word of mouth, and people would always say, oh, I've been to Thailand, try this and try that. There was not really soft power out there that is reaching through all of us. And we know, as a good example would be Millie's concert in the USA, where she ate a mango sticky rice, which became a complete trend. And also suggesting Thailand might reap some tax benefit from this kind of tourism. Space for creativity must also be allowed, culture if not made untouchable, and this is not prohibited, would be more easily accessible and become a soft power. It's so rigid, it's blocked and not moving forward, as if frozen. Actually, in this day and age, things must be tried a lot. And we know the importance that Thailand has central agency to work on the promotion of soft culture and plan ahead systematically, like in South Korea. As an entrepreneur, they are working on promoting SMEs as they are in different ministries, adding to the high level of continuity is needed, which is why we must start with why and how Thailand is positioning itself towards the world. And next is understanding what soft power is. However, Phuket understands that point very well. And Phuket is doing great by bringing the sea, the sand, and sun, which is harder to sell nowadays. and add sport tourism and gastronomy. The added value, they are doing this at every level from the people to the policymakers, the governor, relevant private sectors, and related agencies. And we think that Thailand wants to do this. We need to have a big meeting to talk seriously of what Thailand's soft power are. And agreeing on these and focus on cultural gastronomy such as Thai massage, Thai kickboxing, which is one of the best cultural assets the country has to offer. So we'll see how that play out. And like I said, the digital world has changed. It's the Generation Z that will be taken over, and we need to portray things for them to look upon. But speaking about Muay Thai, let's talk about that for a little bit. Also known as Thai kickboxing, has gained a global admiration and recognition as a national martial art and sport of Thailand. More than its fascinating combat techniques, Muay Thai is also enriched with its cultural values. Greatest art form fabricated along in the history of the Thai nation. And today, Muay Thai has evolved from its origin of battlefield and obtained the utilitarian multiplicity in fitness, entertainment, sports, self-defense, etc. Not only in its country of origin, but also worldwide. As you can see in UFC and also other fighting combat ring. Muay Thai has always been a choice for combatant. It is also recognized by the Thai state as a source of soft power, thus used as a tool for cultural diplomacy. This inquiry of the Muay Thai Roadshow project is a five-fold Muay Thai of Thailand, modern utilities of Muay Thai in cultural diplomacy, milestone analysis, and future of Muay Thai diplomacy. Firstly, Muay Thai would be examined as the cultural and historical perspective to reveal its distinctive identification with Thailand. Then its utilitarian multiplicity in today's society would be exemplified. The origins of Muay Thai, the word Muay Thai, Muay means a form of unarmed combat or boxing. It is believed to have Sanskrit roots of mav, meaning to bind together or to offensively enroach. Thai people use this term indiscriminately for all kinds of boxing. The addition of the word Thai after Muay is distinguished Thai style of boxing from others. Muay Thai is known as the art of 8 limbs, characterized by a combination of blows from 2 fists, 2 elbows, 2 knees, and 2 feet shins. The 9th part is the head, which is not used in the modern Muay Thai. Muay Thai as of today derived from its technique from various regions across the country. Muay Thai is imbued with Thai cultural values reflected in the ritual of Wai Kru, paying homage to the spiritual and living teachers performed by Nak Muay. And that'll be all for today. 30-minute segment with a new chapter of Thailand on Relax Time Radio, brought to you by Radio Thailand Chiang Mai. My name is Peter. I'll have to say goodbye for now. I hope you enjoy the rest of the show. Have a good night.
Under the project of the Government Public Relations Department, Office of the Prime Minister, Thailand.
The tourist attractions in Thailand are very unique and so attractive. They are still waiting you to visit.
Are you ready to take the new normal trip around Thailand?
These are our recommendations. First, it is advisable that you should get vaccination against COVID-19.
Second, always check into Thai Chana wherever you go.
Third, wearing a proper face mask all the time.
Fourth, keeping at least 1 meter distance away from other people.
Fifth, washing your hands very often with soap or hand sanitizer gels.
6. Going cashless and make payment by using online payment.
Under the project of the Government Public Relations Department, Office of the Prime Minister, Thailand.
In 2022, Thailand will host the Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation Meeting, or APEC meeting. APEC 2022 Thailand will provide a good opportunity for the country to show the potential and restore the confidence of the international community in the post-COVID-19 era.
The issues are to revive and reboot travel and tourism industry, supporting SMEs, digital technology, while focusing on sustainable and inclusive economic growth under biocircular green economy, which are the priority and will be raised into this meeting at APEC 2022 Thailand.
Tuning into 98 FM and listening to our special section on Relax Time radio program every evening from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. throughout August 2021.
Relax, relax.
Relax Time Radio.
You're listening to Relax Time Radio on FM 98 MHz. And now back to our program.